Shit, I talk to myself a lot in my room. Like, I record.
Oh my gosh, if I could talk to the 15-year-old me, I would be dragging myself.
Yo!
I would be dragging myself like, girl, get it together now.
It's not black to their eyes. It's not black to their eyes. It's black to us. What does black mean for us?
Okay, you're right.
Come right through like I'm coming with new sneakers. Hey, Nike come with a check. Understand this ain't no disrespect. Drop top, hey, spin the block, yeah, spin the back. For the job you working.
See, got me gone.
Smoke the cig.
Yes, I am black. Okay. I am black. I am melanated.
Still a color. Before we were brought here and we were called black, we were Moors. We were more than that. We were more than just being black.
I'm so grateful. For me, I have too many thoughts going too fast for me to journal. I can't sit and write as fast as the thoughts are coming out. So sometimes I have to just turn the phone and record my audio so I can get it out. Because I gotta kind of feel like I know someone's listening, like Divine Spirit is listening, but when I'm able to replay it and look at it from a different perspective and really like, okay. And it's not for me to like write afterwards. It's like I'll find this shit months later, like looking at something that was recorded of what I was thinking at that time. Where was my mind space at? Because for me, it's like, in this day and age, we have the privilege of being able to do that and capture a moment in time like that, whether it's a picture, video, audio, whatever it is. But sometimes, even when I look at my journals and the words I wrote down, it's like, damn, like. But when you hear yourself talking it, speaking it, like talking about like.
Woo! I love talking, honestly.
Same.
Especially about shit that I care about.
Same. You know how fucking trippy of an experience that is.
Imagine talking to.
You talking to your fucking self, bro.
Seriously, oh my gosh. If I could talk to the 15-year-old me, I would be dragging myself.
Yo.
I would be dragging myself like, girl, get it together now.
I'm trying to like navigate through the voices.
Yeah.
But what I think is like you've got all those voices in you is. If it's not just you and your experiences, firstly, it is you and your experiences. Right. It's that you aren't a monolith, that you do come from a lot of different interactions with the world around you, but also you do have ancestors speaking to you. And what it is trying to direct all those voices. What it is trying to give something like
purpose.
Yeah, give a purpose or something more like tangible to those voices. And sometimes what we do got to do is let the voices be voices. If they're intangible and we can't understand them, it's because there's a lot of energy and a lot of different intersecting experiences in our life that are like propelling those voices. But it's also like once you're doing things that feel natural, that feel like this is why I'm here. You nigga, let that shit burn. That's how you get.
Am I taking the time to be aware and present with these voices, you know, or am I just keep trying to like block them out in the sense, you know?
But they putting you in an environment where you have so many distractions that you can't even figure out if those voices are your own or something that's been programmed or your fears or whatever the fuck. So for me, I go into this isolation mode where I don't talk to nobody. Don't fucking call me. I deactivate my Instagram and, you know, figure out what's the origin voice. Like which one of these is the origin that I really need to be listening to. The truth. So, you know, it's always about the truth for me. Like just what's the origin of it? Because there's so many different layers of this reality. Like, even us talking right now is a layer of the real reality that we communicating on. So when you're talking about, like, social media or even a telephone to a certain extent is another layer of transcribing information, what I'm saying to you, through this channel. You know what I mean? Through this body right now, I'm speaking to you in English. But that's why I want to travel, because it's like, fuck, like going somewhere where I can't understand shit. But I still am able to communicate in some way. It's fucking wild.
Fellowship. I'm so happy you said the words fellowship because it's a different lens you get to see.
Yeah.
I pray that you find your place and your home. I do that every day, that you find a centering place, because there's something in indigenous people. When we go to certain places, we know this feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not doing that in a way that's like, it is me and you in community right now, our needs are the same. Are you okay? Are you feeling well enough to talk to me? Are you feeling well enough to be in communion with me?
Mm-hmm.
Are your basic needs met? Are you eating? Are you drinking? How do you feel? And if you can't break it down into communal, like fellowship in a way that we're really in tune with each other's needs, then your fellowship isn't deep enough yet.
Right.
It's to work.
Like if I can't walk up to you and be like, "Have you eaten today?" Like how? Like because before
That's not weird.
that's not fucking weird.
Weird.
What the fuck?
Have you eaten today? Should that be a weird ass question?
I don't like having to continuously dump my
Trauma.
that trauma on, because as an empath and someone talking to someone who's as equally sensitive to that, when you say it, I experience it. It's not ask my friends, like even people like I'm just like we just have an intimate conversation. I'm like, do you have the capacity for what I have to? Because I don't want to unload on you. I don't know what your capacity, your mental capacity, that because now you going home with that shit. So
Put it on someone else.
right, it's transferred. It's transferred to you. So that's why I love the word alchemist, because I love transmuting energy in a way where it's more beneficial, or it's more less dense energy to be useful. Because to a certain extent, there's things that are out of our control. But control is just a whole nother thing. But because what is control? But anyway, I don't even know where I was going with that. But
You went. you went there.
yeah,
You went where you had to.
I don't know where I had to go.
I mean, that's where you. That's all you. That's what you were supposed to say. That's what you're supposed to say. Fuck it.
Y'all, do y'all ever get like when fabric pressed against your skin too hard, it like itches?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure because like, I don't want y'all to think I'm dirty because I'm scratching myself. It's because of the fucking fabric and I have sensitive skin.
Outside at the garden.
Yeah, so like everything between that and biting, I'm like, everybody's scratching a little bit. Okay, cool. This is a safe space. This is a safe space to scratch. Like, god damn. This is why I like to be naked, bro, because I can't.
Why are we wearing clothes?
Why are we fucking wearing clothes?
It don't make sense.
Cause somebody bit an apple or some shit. That what they say, but
I had to hide with some
Eve to
leaves
eat
and
the
shit.
apple.
God is gonna see me naked. Let me put some leaves over my
over my genitalia.
What do you call this?
Right.
Is that the word?
Niggas ain't have a fucking word for it, but now we covering some shit that's so. That's crazy.
But niggas know I'm brown. I am making the flow beat come right through like I'm coming with new sneakers. New sneakers.
Hey.
The Nikes have come with a check. Understand this ain't no disrespect. Put it on the block. I ain't never going summer try to make it pop. I'm talking hot as hell. I'm talking break fire. I'm talking about that dope. You ain't got nothing but these niggas wants to smoke. So I ain't stopping at TYR to the E to the K. Tyreek, don't disrespect on my name. I'm on my game. I ain't really stopping, but I make this shit fire like I'm a prophet. I never stop, but I get it popping. Like niggas don't stop. Huh? You ain't got it though. I bring it back though. I bring it. I ain't stopping yet. Gotta go ahead and fly it off on my little homie called a private jet. I got the raps, got the bars, got the heat.
Just making this shit up.
Shit pop. I ain't really stopping until I see them fucking bodies drop. I ain't really go ahead and had to go and spin the block. I ain't had to go ahead and get it. I ain't had to go ahead and tell mother I ain't really stop. So I had to go.
Can never stop. Got it good. I got the drop. Yeah.
What?
Drop top. Hey, spin the block.
Block,
Yeah.
block.
Spin the back. The job you working.
See, got me gone.
The job you working. Smoke the cig.
Okay, Kilo.
Come on, Kila. Come on, Kila.
This is why I love y'all. Y'all can just throw down some rhyme and some truths. Like, just lay that shit out.
No, some of us are blessed with it, some of us are not.
This right here,
I ain't never blessed with it.
This right here, the group cipher.
You can't do the drums.
All right.
Alright, sorry.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I'm going to bed.
Like, you just told me bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. This nigga just told me because I said I couldn't freestyle. It was bullshit. Bullshit.
Doing the drums too, right?
I would say I was blessed more in the department of moving my body in ways that other people can't.
I'm struggling with that right now. Like, not
The fact that you came out here to listen to us and hear our thoughts, that means the world to me.
But
And I love the fact
like part of the universe is kind of telling me you can create this. Let's see it. But are you going to put
I really we be here in the West Coast. I've really been to I haven't been nowhere. I've never been on the country. So at the store I am in right now, I'm like, of course that. I ain't even expecting.
Not cool with that. We're gonna put out. So when we put out,
It's just the beginning.
Keep it going.
This shit is just the fucking beginning. It's like I'm outside.
I mean, I can only get it done with this. Oh God! I would say I can. You won this one. You won this one.
I can't do all that shit.
Do it with the knees. You gotta go low. Hell yeah. Do it. Hey, and do it quick. Do it faster. Come on.
Outside. Come on, fire pit. No way. Why you get that short ass stick for one? That's why.
Let me give you this stick.
I was trying to figure out what he was doing because I kept hearing. I was like, what the fuck? Is he sniffing or is he like sizzling? Like, this shit hot as fuck. God damn. Oh my God. Every time I looked, the marshmallow was not burnt. So I'm like, what is happening right now? You are not cooking that at all in any way, shape, or form. And why are you trying to break off that moist ass Hershey bar, bro?
I also, so like, for me, I realized with the voices thing, like, I've like been dabbling into the burial ground. Have you like the African burial ground off Broad Street?
Like slave trails and stuff around here?
Yeah. You know, like being in those places, you know, just being in those surroundings where, you know, it is ancient knowledge there, so we can sit down and just, you know, it wasn't just, you know, the oppressor, it was us.
Yeah, but you can't say that to black people, bro. You can't say that. When you try to hold a motherfucker accountable, you can't say that. Because they don't want to, right.
We did this to an extent.
We played a part, yeah.
We played a major part. Because at the end of the day, how was anything able to happen without our energy?
We made this shit possible.
We needed that test. Our ancestors wanted to see, are we going to sit down? Are we going to be with ourselves?
You got
They
no
sold their
history,
soul.
You got nothing.
For the flag.
You don't
For
even
the
know
flag.
who the fuck you
For the
are.
fucking
You can have British pride. You can have Irish pride. You can have Russian pride. But nah, nigga, you want to have American pride? That's nasty.
How do we
You
inform?
can never remove ancestry from a person.
That's what I'm saying.
why we-
You should rep your people.
Which is why
if
we
you're
say-
British, rep that shit.
Meet you where you are. We can recognize.
I feel that.
Us is
Okay,
harder.
white people are already shit. That's the white person. Money.
Why
Fuck those
anti-thing? Because you
So what does indigenous mean?
Indigenous.
I feel a little weird for me because like I know first of all I know I'm African. I come from African descent, but I don't know my dad. I wouldn't know nigga if he walked up right now.
Fuck that nigga.
So it kind of makes it hard for
Give thanks.
you know what I mean? It kind of makes. Where do you start for people who don't know?
Right.
stolen people from your land,
Yeah.
from your place.
Pain.
You will find
fellowship,
your
man.
ancestors
Fucking
that you will
fellowship.
find.
Say Africans. Africans.
Yeah.
They're not
African.
slaves.
Black is a
They're
color because at the end of the day, if you were
They're
darker.
African.
But even then,
Because I feel like everybody
exactly.
is
I
black,
sold
but
my
like,
people.
I'm
Color.
African.
Color.
Like,
You are
I feel like
African. You are
African people,
African.
you know what
At
I
the end of
mean?
the day, literally, I came up.
So meaning they're two different places. They came from two different places. Have two different things, but it's black, and that's where people get fucked up at, bro. People get that shit fucked up.
So I mean, alright, it might be a little controversial. So it's like, how does it?
That's why it's a class war.
No, it is
A class war. Because
That depends where the original people. Because that's
what is that time for
black, because they made it so general. That's what I'm saying. That's a general. At the end of the day, general. And I'm not going against what she's saying. I'm not at all. I'm not. I believe it. I understand it. I respect it. But also too, it's a general statement because we're like everybody that's melanated and has a color, like has an ounce of melanin in them, black. So we're all treated the same.
What happened?
Mean the color of our skin. Black means that we are melanated.
And for real, I'll buy more beer if we need
but
it.
it is generalized, and it is at the end of the day a color. But
I don't know. I have a little
behind saying I'm a
part of
black
me is
woman.
alright. So like a wise man once said, you can hate your family for.
But then think about it. The Africans that literally come to America when they were raised in Africa and lived in Africa, they are not okay with being called black. They're not okay with being called black. They're not okay with being called black.
But is that truly us? Is that our story?
That's what I'm saying.
Our story because we come from being black. But saying that every black person that's literally generalized as being black is not black. They're not black. They're not even okay with you even saying that, coming to them saying shit like that.
They might gotta do something with post-slavery trauma though. Why they don't? Oh, I don't want to be associated with black because black is associated with police brutality. It's associated with slavery. So I don't want to be called black. I'm African.
The trauma.
Even black people.
No, I'm just more of
black people in America. James Brown. James Brown is the reason we like, or that's a culture shift. Is the reason we're all like, we're black.
Yes.
He was the one who's like black and proud.
Yes.
That's
Say it loud.
That's the shit where we were like.
So it's the reason
It was literally the 70s. It was literally the whole everybody being okay with showing their coarse hair and showing their afros, showing their melanated skin. All of that. That's when that shit switched. But other than that, everybody else was doing what the white people told us to do. They're going fresh 20 years fresh from the Jim Crow laws, 10 years, less than that.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what I'm saying. But also too, generalizing that we're all black, no. That's not okay in my eyes.
I am
So does that mean all people of color are not black?
It is what
Black was
it
a
is
color.
subjective.
Black was
It is
a color, and it is
subjective to how you take the term. Because me now in this heat of this era that we're in, I am a black woman. I am a black being. I am a being of color. So I find it empowering to be labeled or termed as black, because yes, I am black. I am black. I am melanated.
Black to their eyes. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not black to no, it's not black to their eyes. It's not black to their eyes. It's black to us. What does black mean for us?
You're right.
It's not what does it mean to them. It's what does it mean to us. And why do we feel belittled by being termed black?
Because so much bullshit came with being
black. But black is not about the color of your skin. Black has to do with your melanin. Black has to do with your culture. It is a black culture. It's not just about, oh, I have this brown skin.
So did the black, so did that culture not come from literally being traumatized and being literally belittled and all of that? So we had to get comfortable with being able to be called that. But we had to take what was given to us and run with it and build off of that. And just build off of that. But at the end of the day, it's like more of black is still a color. Before we were brought here and we were called black, we were Moors. We were more than that. We were more than just being black. But at the end of the day, we go to a white setting, we're just black. They don't give a fuck about what you can give. They don't give a fuck what you're
not just black. When you say that you are black, you are more. You are more than just the term.
But I'm saying that's your perspective. That's your perspective.
Woman, I'm a black herbalist.
That's our perspective. That's our perspective.
Let's get Vanessa.
Let the old indigenous woman lay some truth down and let's hear it.
I hear somebody leaving. Who fixing to leave? Oh, okay. I'm a little wine drunk. I'm not drunk, but I'm just tipsy. And I'm having the time of my life right now, and I'm just so thankful for Spirit, stop playing with me. Don't do me like this. Thank you for everything that you've allowed me to experience up until this point. I'm just grateful. I'm fucking thankful as fuck. And I'm just happy to be here in this fucking body, bro. Like, just doing the fucking thing. Doing the fucking thing, bro. And I just want to thank the universe for continuously providing me with everything I need and everyone I need. And I love myself. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to experience this life. I'm just so thankful for this moment. I'm so thankful for community and fellowship. I'm so thankful for meeting new people and experiencing new things. I'm thankful for having everything I need. Thank you, Spirit.
That would be the biggest thing to take them down. We have to show that we do unite. We unite because they're stemming from this same system. Like we're the same power at hand. It doesn't matter, what your practice is as a brown person or a melanated person. It doesn't matter at that point. It's still the same power at hand that wants to, demolish you. I feel like I grew up very kind of confused. I went to white schools, confused as to who I even was because I do have these indigenous lineage as well as African lineage, but it's like the indigenous, neither of these parts in reality wanted to come together because of that fear, of the oppressor. The root.
That's okay.
Exactly.
That is okay.
Not gonna go against.
We never got names, bro. What's your name? Ty. I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you.
That's official.
I was like, hold on, I didn't get your name first. I need you to run that back. I need you to sit your ass down.
Like, you guys sit back down real quick.
And we need to probably introduce each other.
How the fuck you teleport? Yo.
He literally just walked around me.
I move with the wind. You be like, but no, I do live in, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a problem.
It ain't nothing, just calling me up now. Hey, bro. Trying to link, man.
Is that sure? You be like, yo, come out the parking lot, yo, that's me. I'm actually y'all motherfuckers go out the way, girl. Like,
no.
Yo, if I keep sweating, bro, I'm about to start making bangers in the country music.
We don't want to. It's very different, perspectives of what's going on right now.
Yeah. And that's okay.
And then also doing your research. Do your fucking research. Do your research. We're gonna know what we're gonna know because that's what we were taught to know. But once you make that choice to go outside of yourself and learn something different, it changes everything. It changes everything. It changes everything. I don't mean to.
You got some nice ass calves, Monty. Fuck. I'm learning how to affirm myself, so it's a learning process because I don't know, because I feel like the name I was given is like, okay, the name I was given, the social security number I was given, but with coming into like this whole ego death of like shattering my ego and coming into who I truly am at the core instead of what's been programmed into my identity or programmed to be my identity and having to build an identity for myself. This whole shit is a learning process for me. So it's like, how do I affirm myself in social spaces? Like, how do I want to be portrayed? Like, what do I want to? It's like a blank canvas for me with this whole having to go into that shadow work of crumbling everything you've been indoctrined to know and building what the fuck you want to actually walk in. Like, who do you want to be?
Because it's like the same way we as physical beings can jump into the virtual world, spiritual beings jump into the physical world, right? Similar to it, not really an ego, I guess it's an ego death. I guess everybody's definition of an ego death is different.
It's different,
but
yeah.
For me, it wasn't a death of the ego. It was just a death of, okay, yeah, it was a death of the ego. But it was also like, it's like once you start listening to the thing that's listening to the ego. So it's like you have like the ego and everything that comes with it, but then you know in your like soul that like you're not your ego.
Yeah.
Like you realize that, right?
Right.
So once you know that, then it's like you can start listening to that, not the ego.
Yeah.
And so like for me, but it became more than a nickname. It became like, all right, this is where I'm headed as a human. And like fuck my given name, because my given name is nothing but, like you said, indoctrination and lies and shit, and I don't want to own that shit.
Right.
It's like
that's not how I want to exist.
Yeah, that's not how I want to exist. And like words have power.
Period.
Like once you start speaking shit,
yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, if I stop going by this, then I don't have to live like this. You start living how you want to live. And you said blank canvas. I think that's beautiful, because it's like,
because my spirit don't feel good. It don't feel right. I feel so displaced in my skin, in my spiritual body. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. So with that, you gotta like, it's a whole like, I feel like some form of psychosis is kind of needed for a spiritual awakening or any type of
hell yeah, you gotta lose your shit.
You gotta lose your fucking mind, bro.
To find your real mind.
To find your real fucking mind.
Because it's like, all right, so
destruction and rebuilding, bro.
That feeling of this ain't it, I try to apply that shit to my everyday life. Like, you know how you have like intuition?
Yeah.
I feel like finding your place in church, finding the perfect place to sit, that's your intuition. I don't know, are you a people watcher?
Oh, I love, that's my favorite pastime.
You can like peep where people sit, right?
Yeah.
Peep where people, it's like, in my opinion, I don't know if you was raised in like, were you raised in like a church?
Yeah.
All
Christianity,
right, so,
Baptist church, yeah.
Baptist church. All right, so it's like when you young and shit, it's like finding where to sit in the pulpit. And it's like not even, it's like just like, you know, sometimes you want to, your family encourages you to sit next to like as close to the pastor as possible. But it's like, that's not always the best seat for you personally.
Yeah. Didn't you make an analogy about this earlier today when you
like sit, get comfortable, and it's like, and then you gotta like learn how you get comfortable.
Yeah.
Sitting. And like wherever you sit, where you comfortable at. Like in conversations, you feel me? Just in everything, you sit where you comfortable.
Yeah.
Whatever brings you closer to God.
Period.
If you don't feel like sitting up front near the preacher or sitting in the back,
whatever makes you feel
God,
pure,
whatever makes you feel the purest, that's where you sit.
Yeah.
And you'll feel it, you'll hear it in your head.
Yeah.
That's the mind. You'll hear it in your head, that's your mind.
Yeah.
You'll feel it in your body.
You'll see it.
That's your sense it in your soul. So like you sense it in your soul, you hear it in your head, you feel it in your body. Period. That's all that matters. And then everything else is everything else.
Yeah.
At least that's how I try. That's how I've been trying to live.
I fucking feel it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
In the dark.
Thank you for getting firewood. I love y'all.
Stepping on the stick, I'm like, all right, I feel the stick.
I love y'all.
Looking up, I feel the stick.
I love that.
The stick be like, I'm right here.
Hey.
Exactly.
I just get it.
That's wild.
That's nature talking to you.
Literally like
nature talking to you like
You have mostly earth in your chart? I do.
So actually I'm mostly water.
Really?
That's nature crying. Don't be like, oh, I'm crying, I'm embarrassed. Nah, nigga, why are you crying?
Right.
You feel me?
So that's a form of
feel
communication.
it. Like I
though.
really
You communicating
feel
with
it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I really just let myself feel those emotions. The tears gotta come, they gotta come.
Yeah. That's how it's like, bro.
Seriously,
And I'm like,
seriously.
the fact that you feel so comfortable to just cry in front of me off of some
beautiful,
shit because you resonate with me.
It
Like you
is.
hear my heart and your heart is receiving what I'm saying from my heart. Fuck what the words are saying. It's what my heart's saying. And you are digesting that shit straight to the heart, bro.
Right.
That's a beautiful relationship and beautiful exchange of energy.
Literally.
And that's what I feel here though, because it feel like a lot of the things I don't gotta like. I don't gotta.
You don't have to say it.
I don't gotta say
You know what I mean?
it.
What's
You know.
understood ain't gotta be explained.
Yeah. Even if what you're saying may not make sense in these 3D English words.
Right.
You
It makes sense.
comprehend it the way you are supposed
I
to.
digested it the way I needed to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, even if I was trying to say something completely different, the way you took it is the way you're supposed to take it.
Right.
Period.
Right. And that's what I had to understand. Like, when having conversations with people that wasn't really understanding it the way I think that they should understand it, it was what they, like, it's how they should understand it. You know? Like, I can't make you understand where I'm coming from right now.
But that's what I love about people, though.
Right.
Ooh, blueberries, guys. Blueberry bush.
Oh, so beautiful.
Fucking pear tree.
I don't know, like, can you pick it and then let it ripen?
I would think so. Yes. I love pears. Pears are so juicy. I guess these brown ones too. I would assume. They look like. Are these raspberries?
Yeah, I think they are.
Crazy.
Yes, they are.
He sounded red. I'm dead. Get the fuck out of here.
I just hate to see them dying.
Yeah, what's going on? I know, right? That's what I'm doing. Oh, oh my god.
Yummy.
It tastes like candy.